Hi, everyone. It's Dr. Lisa L. Campbell, the Growth Motivator. I'm back with another weekly book review with my 5 growth moments as a result of reading the book. Today, the review is on reset, how to change what's not working. How to change what's not working. This book was actually released in 2025, and it's a powerful, practical guide for anyone who feels stuck in systems that are inefficient. Now, just listen here. Systems that are inefficient, exhausting, or misaligned. Guys, when I tell you 3 years ago, January 2023, I did a reset on my life systems. Talk about not being in alignment. I can tell you all about it. But let me tell you about this book. So, Dan Heath, that's the author, he's written several books. He challenges the idea that meaningful change requires these massive overhauls, some heroic effort, or endless motivation. Nobody's motivated every single day. Instead, in the book, he invites us to look at the systems that we operate in and ask a better question: what is quietly working against us? I can tell you a system that I've implemented that's worked very well for me. And listen, everybody's life is different. You have to find out what works for you. For me, my system, my way of life was just work, work, work harder. This book is not about working harder. It's about working smarter by redesigning the conditions that are part of your life that shape behavior. So, one thing that I did besides stop working so hard, I'm still a hard worker, but I'm not going to work myself to death. But one of the things that I realized for myself was that in order for me to exercise, I had to rearrange my schedule. My favorite exercise to do is water aerobics. So every day, um, I'm in a 9 a.m. or 10 a.m. water aerobics class. And what that means is I don't take any meetings from 9:30 to 11:30 because I'm at water aerobics. And going to water aerobics on that schedule sets my day up for success. And I know you're probably thinking, well, you can't do that. You know, I think we can't do something on our job because you just think it just can't be done. But for me, I needed to function at my best mentally, physically, emotionally. And the way that I had to do that was to change. Okay. I had to do a reset. So it doesn't matter whether you're leading a team, managing operations, teaching, parenting, or just trying to improve your own habits. The lessons in this book apply. Change does not start with pressure, it starts with clarity. When you go from a life where you don't have clarity to a life where you do have clarity, you can literally see things differently. So let me give you my 5 growth moments. Number one, stop blaming people and start examining your system. In the book, the author talks about that burnout, errors, disengagement are often symptoms of broken systems and not something that you failed at personally. When we shift from asking this question, like, what's wrong with them, to, hey, what's wrong with the system? Wrong with the setup? We begin to open the door to real solutions. Number two, friction works both ways. We often think of friction as the enemy, but the author reframes friction as a tool. Adding friction to bad habits And removing the friction from the good ones can dramatically change the outcomes. Small design choices influence behavior more than motivation will. So let me just tell you back to water aerobics. I'm motivated to go to water aerobics, but there are some mornings that I'm like, oh, I don't feel like going today. But what I go back to is you've designed your life to operate this way. You have to honor what you said you were going to do for you, right? Number three, progress comes from subtraction, not adding on. Progress comes from subtraction, not adding on. One of the most freeing ideas in Reset is that improvement doesn't mean you need to do more. Often, the most effective thing you can do is remove unnecessary steps, unnecessary meetings, unnecessary rules, unnecessary approvals. Why? Those drain your energy and slow your momentum. Number four, small resets create large impact. Small resets create large impact. In the book, the author emphasizes that you do not need permission to change everything. You can do small experiments, adjust one process, fix one pain point. For me, I cannot cannot work out at night. I've tried so many times, but mentally and physically, I struggle. I feel tired. But when I get up in the morning, I have the most amount of energy. I'm pumped. And you're probably wondering, okay, if you carve out that 2 hours of your day, what does that mean for, you being able to complete like 8 hours of work a day? So, one thing, I'm an entrepreneur, so that kind of has helped with the alignment, but I still work 8 hours in a day, right? What I do is I get up in the morning, I have my breakfast. I have a certain set of things that I do by 9:15. 9:15, I put my swimming suit on and I head to the gym. I come back home. It's usually about 11:30. I'll pull out what I'm going to have for lunch, and then I'm looking at what I'm going to do for the rest of the day. The other thing that I will tell you that I've started to do is, so prefer to go to water aerobics Monday through Friday. But what I've done is pulled out from the Thursday class and then I go on Saturday morning instead. And what that does is on Thursdays, I can usually finish doing everything I need to do by 5 o'clock and I'm done for the day. So I kind of balance my time that way. So that's what I mean by these small experiments, right? Number five, sustainable change respects human limits. Reset acknowledges what leaders ignore. We tired. People are tired. Systems that rely on constant vigilance, willpower, or sacrifice are not sustainable. People are tired. Designing systems that support people instead of draining them is two things. It's effective and it's ethical. Did I say it? People are tired. We're tired. So this book, Reset, is about relief. Relief from the belief that growth must be exhausting. If I'm not working hard, I'm not going to move the needle forward. Let me share something with you from a personal perspective. When I stopped doing more, what I've been able to do is more. And I know you're like, wait a minute, you stopped doing more, but what you've been able to do is more? Yeah, because I had to had to tweak my systems. I had to um, allocate my days and times for doing different things, right? So sometimes growth is not about becoming more, right? It's about resetting the environment so that the best of you can finally show up. If you feel stuck, overwhelmed, frustrated, this is for you. Reset offers not only a hopeful path forward, but it also offers an actionable path forward, right? This is a book that you will want to write notes in the margins and just really lean in. It's such a good read. It's so practical. And they give you a lot of examples. And I like don't just tell me something, tell me like how. Give me some examples. So this has been another weekly book review with Dr. Lisa L. Campbell, the Growth Motivator. Don't forget to check out 52 Authors, 52 Weeks, which airs every Saturday morning at 8 a.m. Chicago time. You can visit our website, 52 Authors, 52 Weeks, to see all of these book reviews, all of our episodes. They're also available on YouTube. Um, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and I'll see you next week.